Olympus, Chapter 14. Jordan had insisted on staying at the bar, despite Taiki's attempts to convince her. It seemed familiar territory to her, and Taiki didn't want to take that away. She looked down at her watch. 10:43. AJ would be getting ready to leave to the drop-off point. Are you sure you can trust her? Taiki looked up from her thoughts. Jordan was biting her nails. The cut and bruises on her face seemed more prominent in the neon lights on the wall. My sister is a lot of things, but she knows what she's doing. I trust you, not her. I understand that. Taiki reached for Jordan's hand and squeezed it. She knows what she's supposed to do. If she fucks up, I'm dead. So is she. Taiki laughed quickly. I promise everything's going to be okay. A few minutes later, Taiki felt a buzzing in her pocket. She looked down to see a message from AJ. Need to talk to you, alone. Call me. Taiki swallowed, then looked up. I gotta go to the bathroom. Everything okay? Yeah. Taiki nodded quickly, before getting up. She headed for the bathroom and double-checked whether she was alone. When she was satisfied, she locked herself into a stall and reached for her phone again. Where the hell are you guys? Still at the bar? Cursing on the other side of the line. Listen to me, Tai. You bring her here right now, and she'll be safe. Stop saying that. She doesn't feel safe leaving here. Someone could drive us off the road and... AJ interrupted her quickly. Tai, Diaz pulled some strings with the feds. There's an entire squad waiting for you at the Venetian. You'll be safe, I promise. Taiki felt her stomach drop. No, AJ, no cops. That's what they said. That's the basics. We weren't going to involve the cops. Too bad. I'll head out to the meeting spot to give them the USB as a distraction. I'll be the bait. You get her to the hotel so the FBI can take her home. How the fuck can you do this to me? Not involve me again? Leave me out of the fucking loop again? This is the safest way. Fuck you, AJ. You can yell at me all you want later. Let's get Jordan back to her parents and we can discuss this when we're back at Olympus. Jesus fucking... Taiki growled into the phone as the call disconnected. She angrily punched the wall next to her before rubbing at her face. What the hell was she gonna do? Fucking AJ not listening to her. She had a plan. Taiki was in control. And furthermore, she had Jordan's life in her hands. Jordan, who didn't trust AJ. And who would never go with her to the hotel if she knew that there was law enforcement waiting for her. So either Taiki had to lie to her to save her, or... She scoffed. Fuck that. She was done being pushed around and treated like a pawn. Jordan had told her about the bad things she'd done to survive. She wasn't going to hand her on a silver platter to the FBI. Fuck the cops. An idea struck her. An idea that would ensure that everything would fall into place. A grin spread across her face. Smart, Taiki. She headed out of the bathroom and back to the bar. Jordan was waiting for her, nervously tapping her fingers together. I need to talk to them. What? Jordan frowned. The guys. About the meeting. I need to talk to them. Give me the number, please. What's going on? You said you trusted me? It's the last time I'm asking for your trust. Then we'll be out, I promise. Jordan bit her lip, but nodded tentatively. She typed the number into her phone and pressed it to her ear. Please pick up. Hello? This is about the meeting at midnight. The USB stick. Who is this? I'm someone who wants to make sure you get your $1 million. Noise on the other side of the line. I'm listening. If you go to the meeting place at midnight, there will be law enforcement waiting. It's a trap. The FBI knows. The USB stick is in the Venetian Hotel. Suite number 15502. There's one woman there. She's unarmed. Jordan's eyes widened as she heard her. How do I know I can take your word for it? I just want Corazon to be safe. If you get your money, she's safe. Everyone wins. More noises and shuffling on the other side of the line. The Venetian? Room 15502. If you don't believe me, I'm sure you guys got contacts there. Have someone check it out. She has the USB stick. You'll have the money. The call disconnected. Taiki stared at the phone and took a deep breath. What the fuck? Jordan's eyes widened. What did you just do? Taiki smiled. Jordan, my sister called me. The reason why she wanted us to go to the hotel is because she has the FBI waiting there. They were going to take you into custody to keep you safe. There's special forces there. If I send those guys there, they can catch them. They're waiting in the room for us to come, so if those bad guys barge down the door, they got them. But what if they catch on? There's more of them. What do we... It's okay. It's okay. Taiki wrapped her arms around Jordan quickly. We are going to the airport. We're going to wait there. As soon as I get word from AJ that everything's fine, they can meet us there, and you can get home on a plane right away. Jordan nodded weakly. Okay, I trust you. What about your sister? My sister isn't going to be in the room. She's going to be on her way to the meeting point. I know. Taiki felt the young woman clamp onto her. She was trembling. Jordan's lips met hers. Taiki didn't care about who saw anymore and kissed her back. I got you, I promise. Jordan stumbled to the bar and talked to Shay, whose eyes went wide. After exchanging some words, she too wrapped her arms around Jordan. Taiki headed for the bar too. Shay let go of Jordan and wiped away her tears as she glanced at Taiki. You take care of her, you hear me? And you don't ever come back here. Once I get back on my feet, I'll call you. I'll send you some money, Jordan said. Shay quickly shook her head. Don't bother. I'll be fine. Just forget about me. Go back home. Jordan nodded, wiped at her own tears, and watched as Shay headed into the back room to get her suitcase. Are you going to take a taxi? Uber's more transparent, Taiki said. How far is the drive? To the airport? About an hour. Taiki reached for her phone and flagged an Uber on the app, sighing in relief when she saw the driver was a woman with good ratings. Okay, the car will be here in 3 minutes. Can I have some alone time with Shay? Of course, Taiki nodded as she threw down some bills from her back pocket before heading back to the booth to finish her drink. AJ would hate her for the plan. But deep down, she knew her sister well enough to know that she would eventually come around. And if anything, Taiki was returning the favor of her sister taking decisions without her consent or knowledge. It wasn't just their life on the line. It was the life of a gorgeous, smart woman who deserved to go home. She waited patiently until she got a message that the Uber was outside. Corazon, it's here. Jordan hugged Shay one more time before walking out of the bar behind her. Taiki nodded a greeting at the Uber driver, moving to put Jordan's suitcase in the trunk before following her into the back seat. To the airport? the woman asked. Yes, please. Which terminal? 1, Taiki said quickly, improvising. There would be plenty of time to look up the flights later once they reconvened. Jordan's hand slipped into hers. Taiki squeezed it reassuringly. Her phone buzzed. AJ, are you on your way? Taiki looked at Jordan, then back at the phone. Yes, in the Uber right now. A white lie. Everything would be okay. And they were almost at the airport when an unknown number flashed across her screen. Taiki frowned as she accepted the call. Hello? Curses in Spanish. A male voice she recognized. Taiki. Agent Diaz? What the fuck did you do? What the fuck happened? Taiki's stomach turned at the sound. The man sounded near hysterical. What happened? They came into the room. She was alone. We were downstairs waiting for you, waiting for Jordan. No. Chapter 15. Jordan felt Taiki's anxiety and put a hand on her shoulder. What happened? Everything okay? The Uber driver in the front asked. Taiki could barely make a noise. Her heart pounded painfully hard in her chest and her vision darkened around the edges. What? We were in the lobby. She was in the hotel room waiting. She was going to the drop-off, but you said you were on her way, so she waited. No, Taiki sobbed. Please. She was barely alive, Diaz yelled into the phone. They tortured her. Taiki's world stopped. They wanted the USB stick, she stammered. They got it. After having their way with her for half an hour while I was downstairs fucking waiting for the two of you. I'm sorry, was all Taiki could say. Jordan slipped her hand in hers. Taiki pulled away. She didn't deserve any support. Where is she? Come to the hotel so this ends. I'll take you to her. Okay, well, I'll... Diaz disconnected the call. Are you okay? Jordan asked, tears in her own eyes too. We need to go to the hotel. Can you take us there? Which hotel? The Venetian, Jordan supplied quickly. On the Strip. I'll pay cash for the rest of the ride. I'm sorry. Okay, of course. Jordan nodded, having that handled. Turning back to Taiki. They tortured her. I sent them right to her. I thought she would be gone. Jordan grimaced. The only thing she could do was hold Taiki, despite the woman's resistance. Diaz was waiting for them, in front of the hotel. Police SUVs and news camera crews there to capture what was no doubt a juicy story. Taiki numbly got out of the car, telling Jordan to wait. Diaz stared her down, an unreadable, icy expression on his face. Is she okay? Is Jordan with you? Taiki nodded, pointing to the car. Cameras clicked and journalists reported from a distance as they watched the agent open the door and ask Jordan to step out. Could be the missing Jordan Hart, half of a couple of young lovers that went missing 3 years ago. Posted, there has been one person taken to the hospital already. Taiki blinked the voices away. When Jordan got out of the car, the cameras clicked like crazy. Like she was a celebrity. Diaz pulled Jordan into the lobby, away from the questions and lenses. Taiki walked in behind them, looking up when she heard a wailing sound. A woman and a man in the lobby ran at Jordan and pulled her into a hug. Her parents. Taiki stood by and watched. Jordan sobbed, clinging onto them like a lifeline, repeating, "I'm sorry," over and over again. Her parents waved it away, crying and holding her. She was back home. They'd done it. And yet, it cost her everything. Diaz walked towards her. "Thank you for bringing her back." Taiki blinked. "Don't say that." "Well, you did." "I should have listened to her." "That's true." Diaz raised an eyebrow. "She was this close to coming to get you herself." "Can you take me to her?" Taiki turned to him, overcome by emotion. "Please, I understand if she doesn't want to see me, but..." "She was barely conscious when I got there. They broke her ribs, they hit her, she was bleeding. She didn't even know her own name, let alone who you are or what happened." Taiki's stomach turned. Her sister had been all alone, expecting the knock at the door to be her, according to plan. Taiki had texted her that she was on her way, so she'd waited instead of leaving for the drop-off. She'd been powerless. And now she was fighting for her life. "Please." It was a childish whisper. Like it would make all the bad thoughts go away. Like she could cling onto Diaz and he could fix the situation. There was nothing to do. "I have to stay here and coordinate. I'll get somebody to drive you to the hospital she's at. Can you call your parents?" Taiki almost vomited at the thought. Okay. She figured it was an appropriate punishment. Having to be the one to deliver the horrible news. Having to tell her parents that it was her fault. She turned to leave, waiting outside for somebody to come pick her up. Then she felt a hand on her shoulder. Jordan. "Thank you." The young woman was sobbing, but she launched herself onto Taiki, both arms wrapped around her neck. "Thank you so much. I'm so sorry, Taiki." "It's okay," Taiki cried. I'm so happy you're back." "Is she okay, your sister?" "No. But it's nothing you have to worry about anymore." Taiki smiled quickly. "I promise, just go be with your family." Jordan glanced back at her parents, who were now talking to Diaz. Then back to her. "Come with me." Taiki blinked. "What?" "Come home with me. If you can't deal with it, I understand if you need time from it, so you can come home with me, and..." "I can't." "But..." Jordan's face fell. "I need you. You saved me. I need you. I can't just let you walk away." "I'm sorry, Jordan," Taiki whispered, as if the volume of the words would make them real. I fucked up." "You didn't. You brought me home. She'll understand, Ty. It's not that simple." Jordan stopped talking and let go of her. Realized that there was no way back. That Taiki had made up her mind. "Well, can I have your number? Tyke smiled weakly. Sure. Jordan hurried to get a piece of paper. Tyke wrote her number down. She couldn't bear another goodbye. So when one of the deputies came to give her a ride, she didn't hesitate. She left everything behind.